Like it's hard to find like a responsibly sourced moonstone, and I'm really excited about what you guys have been showing me, Russ. So
sure.
I'm gonna go out. WhatsApp me if you guys are like, I'm so bored and we need Susan to gab, but I think you're both awesome, so you're good.
I think we'll have a good time.
You will.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna wait another minute before I cut.
There is just a minute. There is also one piece, a root tile. Actually, 2 pieces.
Root tile, cool.
That piece is amazing. The rutile
Really?
amethyst.
Yeah, and rutile quartz.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna jump out now. Hannah, I'm gonna push
Right.
the start button. As soon as my camera's gone, I'm gonna push the start button. When you see it move to the big long red pause button, you'll know the attendees are in the room. You may just want to do a quick sound check. Make sure they can see you, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, see you guys in a bit. Have fun.
Thank you. They're knocking. They want it. They're ready for gemstones.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I think we're just starting to let people in now. If you want to tell us, say hi, tell us in the chat where you're from. We're always glad to see that. And we'll get started once we see some more people come in. Make sure everybody's here. We'll give you some introductions. At the top of the chat, you'll notice right now is the index Hi Stewart in the UK. You'll notice in the top of the chat right now is a link to the catalog of gemstones we're going to be talking about in this half-hour session. So if you want to open that, I think it'll help you as Percy and I talk about the gems and show you stuff. Wow, London's really representing here. This is awesome.
Yeah, Katrina, yeah.
In Cape Town? Amazing. We're all over. This is what's cool about doing this online, right?
Yeah, good.
We can reach so many more people than just being in Chicago. As Rachel said, yeah, open in another window, right click or copy and open in another window the link to make sure that you don't accidentally leave our chat. I'm going to give us another few seconds. Hi, Ellen. And then we're going to start introducing ourselves. And hi, Jay. And getting started. So we're excited to be here. I'm going to see what Rachel says. And I'm setting my timer to make sure we don't go over our session. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah Becker. You might know me on Instagram as Diamond Doodles, putting it in the chat. I'm here today with Percy to talk about the Gemstones of Malawi as part of the Virtu Gem program. Before I introduce Percy, I want to give you guys a quick overview of what Virtu Gem is. Virtu Gem started this year during the coronavirus, but is definitely a program that needs to exist far beyond what our current environment is. Essentially, it is an organization that believes artisanal and small-scale mining can help facilitate achieving sustainable development goals. So they've been partnering with artisanal and small-scale miners from different parts of the continent of Africa to help bring those supply chains globally to designers and the market who might be interested in working with this material. So today we are featuring gemstones from Malawi, and I'd like to introduce you guys to Percy. Percy is the Virtu Gem leader in Malawi. He's also a leader of the Women's Mining Association called Mawima in Malawi, and an advisor to multiple women-led cooperatives of miners in Malawi. So Percy, if you want to give any more intro to yourself, we'd like to welcome you here.
Actually, you've done much of it. Just welcome everybody to Malawi. Actually, in Malawi, where we are featuring stones mostly from women miners, Malawi Women in Mining, Mawima, and other women groups. So me and Hannah will be showcasing these stones to you, beautiful, different types of stones. Yeah, once again, welcome.
Wonderful. So I wanted to just give everybody a little bit of an intro to Malawi, in that when we talk about gemstones that are coming from Africa, the conversations tend to focus around Kenya and Tanzania and Mozambique and Madagascar, Zambia. But what we aren't thinking about is that Malawi is situated literally landlocked between Tanzania, Zambia, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. So if those gemstones exist in all of those other countries, they definitely exist in Malawi. I'm excited because, to me, I don't feel like I hear about the gemstones in Malawi very often. So what material, Percy, are you most excited about that comes out of Malawi?
Actually, this is a great opportunity, Hannah. As you mentioned, you've heard about stones from all other countries surrounding Malawi and not Malawi itself. Just to say that most of the stones from Malawi has been presented outside there as from elsewhere, when they're in fact from Malawi. So tonight or afternoon, some of you will be showcasing those stones. You see them next time, know where they're coming from. They're coming from Malawi.
That's so cool. It's good to know. So what material are you most excited about that comes from Malawi?
Yeah, number one is rhodolite. Rhodolite, just...
Ooh, that's a pretty piece.
Yeah, this is purplish garnet called rhodolite. This rhodolite is mostly found from 3 districts in Malawi: Lilongwe, which is the center or the capital city, Salima, and Doa. And as I said, 80 or 90% of these stones are being mined by women and the youth. So what you're seeing here is a cut and polished rhodolite. Of course, it's a 1.9 carat emerald cut.
Beautiful. I'm going to link that one in the chat. You said 80 to 90% of the rhodolite material in Malawi is mined by women and children?
Actually, women and the youth.
The youth, sorry, I didn't mean children.
Yeah, no, so true.
I just linked in the chat this specific piece that Percy just held up, the 1.9 carat rhodolite. As he described it, it is a purplish red garnet, and such a beautiful color on that stone. There are a bunch of pieces of rhodolite in the catalog. Are there any other pieces? I think the fan sort of trillion shaped stone is beautiful. The 1.15 carat rhodolite feels like it will be such a cool stone for a designer to use. And
trillion cut piece. Actually, it's a pair. There are 2 of these pieces.
There are 2 of those. That's amazing.
It's a pair. Yeah, it can do an earring or whatever. It's a pair.
That's always nice to find. Something that I think is really interesting about the Virtu Gem program is that there's also a premium added onto the purchases of 10% that comes from Virtu Gem and 10% that you, the designer, the purchaser, adds on at the end. And that 20% premium ends up going to the local communities where things are mined. So I know that already Virtu Gem's been able to do food drives in Zambia, I believe.
Yeah, Zambia, and of course,
which is really a great way to also know that when we talk about the sustainability of a gemstone, it's not just thinking about the earth that we're taking from, but also the community who is participating in the mining process of these gemstones. So where we're talking about the rhodolite. Sorry, I'm trying to look at more of the stones. I'm getting captivated. you were saying the purplish hue of the rhodolite, is that what makes it seem, is that how we should think of the material that comes from Malawi, is particularly a purple leaning garnet?
Yeah. Vein layer.
Very good.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Some more. Do you have a piece of paper there, Percy, that you can hold behind them?
Okay.
It might help a little bit. If you have to leave, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
It's all right.
Perfect.
Wow.
I apologize for making you reinventing your process here. But yeah, so it's a really good way to see more of the color we have here of these stones. I find garnet to be such a great stone to work with. Even though we're about to come up to the holidays, we're also about to come up to January, and the birthstone of January is garnet. So I know that that's going to be a great time to be making pieces. I'll also tell you that these prices are phenomenal for creating pieces with, because you're getting a big impact, beautiful color. You're not spending your whole budget on your gemstone. I find that to be one of the great things about working with garnet. They're also nice and durable, which makes for good jewelry.
I can also see Gina is looking for 11.6 carat pink tourmaline cup. Maybe can I show that one as well?
Please do. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a great size.
Yeah, it's big piece, great size as well.
And that one was mined in the capital of Malawi. I'm reading about it here on its page. It's beautiful. Would you like to talk about any of the other tourmaline pieces while we've moved on to some tourmalines?
Yes.
I know that some rough crystals in there.
Yes, actually, we've got, apart from the pink tourmaline, we've got the change color tourmaline. Unfortunately, I don't have a cut and polished piece, so maybe we may not see the actual changing of the color of tourmaline. But believe me, these are change color tourmaline, and coming from the same mine which is also producing pink. This mine is in Lilongwe. It's just maybe some 25 kilometers from where I'm staying, where I am right now. It's just closer by. It's a good mine which is producing several colors: watermelon, change color tourmaline, pink tourmaline, and green tourmaline. Let me show you the watermelon piece.
Please do. I'm also, ooh, that piece is gorgeous. It's an elongated emerald. That's the 7.5 carat piece of rough?
Yes. Actually, we don't have cut and polished tourmaline yet here. Or what we have, apart from the cups, it's these roughs, which is watermelon and the change color pieces.
Yeah, I love the color on that, is gorgeous. And when you talk about the color shift, or color change in the tourmaline, what are the colors we're seeing? I know that the rough right now looks sort of like a golden green color. When we see that change, what sort of color are we seeing?
Yeah, it comes reddish and yellowish. In a normal light, it's a bit yellowish, greenish, but when you put light, it turns into reddish. Not Alexandrite, don't confuse it with Alexandrite, but this is, believe me, it's change color tourmaline. It's layer. I haven't seen it from anywhere else, apart from the mine, which is our backyard here.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I haven't seen a color changing tourmaline before. It's amazing what we see come out of, I feel like so many of the new varieties of gemstones that we get introduced to are coming out of Africa. So it's really exciting to see these kind of new materials that we haven't been exposed to before.
Yeah, of course, the changing colors tourmalines will be available in pattern polish on Virtu in the next 2 to 30 days. So, yeah, it's going to be there.
And then let me see. Can you show us, would you like to show us any of the other tourmaline rough? Or I know there were some other materials you were interested in speaking about as well.
Let me show you. This is another rough material. It's also watermelon.
It's a nice big piece. And is this one the 9 carat? Or is this the 7?
This is 7 point. Is it? No. This is the. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Percy, it's possible for the clients who are buying here today, if they purchase a piece of rough, are you able to cut it for them in country?
Yeah. We are doing that. Most of the pieces you're seeing, the load like cuts are done right here in Lilongwe. So yeah, very possible.
Oh, you want to see? Rachel wants to see the rutile.
Oh,
are we able to show her that piece, please?
I have 2 lutile pieces. The other one is the amethyst. So I'll start with the amethyst piece. Then the other one is quartz. I don't know if you are able to see it, but that's the lutile amethyst.
Very cool.
Mine, the owner of the mine is a woman miner from Zimba, the north of Malawi.
That's so cool.
And
how long has she been mining? Do you know?
Yeah. Can you come again?
How long has she been mining this amethyst? Do you know?
Yes, she's been in mining for quite some time. Actually, she's one of the veteran woman miners.
Cool.
Yeah, the challenge has been how to sell these stones. So with Virtu around us, this should be history.
Yeah, that's
sure.
So. I mean, it's truly amazing. We're all getting so much more comfortable about doing these Zooms and seeing stuff from afar. It's what a crazy world, but I'm so excited to see how things change because of it. Yeah. I know there's also a rough piece of amethyst that is rutilated as well.
Actually, the one I was showing you is the amethyst, which is, the rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a rough material, which is... I'm
just going to link that for people as well. There are 2 pieces of amethyst that are rutilated. We have a cut and a rough. Oh, that's a big chunk. This is what's so cool about seeing the video. When you look at the photo, you don't realize, like, we have a large piece here. Even with measurements, it's always good to get to see things.
It's a big piece. Either you cutting it or you keep it as a specimen, whichever way, it's a good piece.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we also have from the same mine. This Beautiful. Is also a lutile quartz, quite a big piece as well.
Yeah, that is a nice large piece.
Yeah, this is 32 carats, I think 32.2 carats. All these lutile quartz are from the same woman, our veteran woman miner in Malawi.
Such a good story there. It's also wonderful to be able to see, like, I think quartz is a great material. Again, when we talk about size and designing, like, that's a powerful big stone that you have there. So you can do a lot with the quartzes because they, the size and the price for the material is really fantastic.
Yeah.
No, sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
No, not really. Actually, we also have a few pieces of aquamarine. They are rough, but quite big.
The color on them is gorgeous. Wow, that is a large piece of rough. And that one is the, sorry,
This is, I think, 11 point something grams, if I'm not wrong. It's quite, yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Are you able to see it?
Yes, I found it. We have one, that's the 11.7, so it should be the 56.9 carats, right?
Yeah.
Carats math correctly. 1 carat equals about 5 grams for everybody out there who wants to do some mental math. That's me linking there the one piece of aquamarine, and then here's the other one, correct? This is both of these stones, Susan, are the rough pieces of aquamarine. They've got some really beautiful color on them. How would you describe the color of aquamarine that comes from Malawi? It seems like it leans a little bit more to the green than the gray that you sometimes see come out of Brazil, for example.
Yeah, actually, we have all the colors of aqua coming from Malawi, but the major one, the main color is the medium color. Of course, we do get Santa Maria, just like you mentioned, from Brazil, but not all the time. Yeah, but the majority of the aqua which we have in Malawi, coming from the northern part of Malawi, Zimba specifically, is of medium color. And when these pieces are cut, the brilliance is just awesome. I wish I had one piece cut, but nevertheless, people should keep on checking Virtu Gems.
Yeah, we would love to, because I love the color on those pieces. They're really gorgeous. Yeah. Do you want to talk about any of the agates that I see you have? There's multiple colors.
Yes.
Orange and the brown, and then we have the blue. There's some very cool pieces there.
This is the blue agate. It's carved. And all these agates mined by artisan and small scale miners from the lower part of Malawi, and actually is also a woman trader who's been buying these agates and add value so that customers on gem, Virtu Gem, should be able to appreciate. So that's
and these blue are a beautiful color, and they don't have a lot of they're not banded at all, where there's some others that are banded, just to give people a good understanding of the blue agate. It's just sort of a luminous kind of periwinkle color.
Actually,
without a lot of, tell me, sorry.
Yeah, we have quite different colors of agate: blue, orange, reddish, banded agate. Like this piece. I don't know if you're able to see the true picture, the true, but it's banded as well with some lines.
Very cool.
Yeah. We also have orange agate.
I like an orange agate.
Yeah, this is Canadian agate.
Beautiful.
Yes. That's the orange agate or Canadian agate. We also have the striped agate.
Yes, I loved that piece in there. The striped pear-shaped agate cabochon. It's the 16.35 carat piece. I'm linking it now for you guys. I think that's such a cool piece because you get those slightly diagonal, vertical lines banding through it. You really get to see it go from white to orange. There's some fun patterning in that piece.
Sure.
Matches my shirt.
Yeah, that's about agate. But we also have moonstone. I'm going to show you. Yeah, moonstone is coming from the northern part, the very end of Malawi, bordering Tanzania. The other side is Zambia. The district is called Chitipa. That's where our moonstone comes from. There's also a small deposit in the lower part of Malawi in Isanje. But this moonstone is coming from Chitipa. It's quite a big piece. And as much as we're showing you only this piece, we've got enough material for everyone here.
Amazing. And what are the color characteristics of the moonstone that's coming from northern Malawi?
Actually, northern Malawi is the richest part in as far as gemstones are concerned, where we've got almost all the stones coming from, maybe except road lights. But you name of any piece of stone, any type of stone, you get it from the northern part of Malawi. With me right now, I have a ruby caption.
Phenomenal.
This piece actually belongs to the president of Malawi Women in Mining, M. Adams. Quite a good piece. We only had to do this piece just to show you how it comes, but we have enough material as well to supply everyone watching us tonight or this afternoon.
And what's the, it's like a slightly, it's like a translucent kind of material, like not fully transparent.
It's not transparent. It's not transparent.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure we understand it all.
Yeah. It's not transparent, it's translucent. Of course, it's pinkish. It's not all that, but quite a good piece.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's good to see the different variety and just the different ways that these stones come into being. That is a very cool cabochon. I like it in there are so many good cabs here. We looked at the beautiful pink tourmaline cab before. Do you want to talk about any of the Heliodor?
Yes, of course. We have Heliodor. You just mentioned stones coming from the northern part of Malawi, but this is not coming from there. It's coming from the lower part of Malawi. This is Heliodor coming from Sanje. It also belongs to a woman miner and dealer called Zinat. Yeah, we have quite a number of women in this business. They just needed visual to expose them.
That's amazing.
We are hoping to have enough traffic of customers knocking our door.
I'm hoping for it too. So for everybody out there, I'm sure you're all gem experts, but Heliodor is one of the beryls. So it is a cousin to aquamarine and emerald. It's either golden yellow or sort of a greenish yellow. And there are a number of pieces in the catalog today that are the Heliodor. There's a beautiful 5.85 carat oval, which I think is stunning. There are a couple of ovals, which are very cool. I always think Heliodor is a fun gemstone to talk to people about. It's like a little bit less known, but I think the color on it is spectacular. And it can be a fun conversation to have with your clients when you're designing something with Heliodor. And I just found out recently, if you are a astrology fan, it is one of the birthstones for the sign Scorpio. So all the Scorpions out there. You will
Yeah.
love healing.
And mhm.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, also, oh, sorry. We also have this piece. This is a citrine.
Wow.
This citrine is coming from Zimba, the northern part of Malawi, and mined by our veteran woman, Margaret Nkoma. She's got he's got quite a number of mines, aquamarine, citrine, rose quartz, clear quartz, amethyst. Yeah, so
That's amazing.
this is one piece from her mine.
That's a lovely color. And what kind of tone would you say it's like a medium yellow?
Yes, popularly known as salad citrine in Malawi. It's yellowish, it's not deep. Yeah.
And that's a nice big piece of that. Next to that in the catalog is the rough scapolite. Can you show people that right before we finish? But we're almost out of time. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a big one. There's a nice big piece of rough to finish.
Yeah, for the collectors, it's a nice piece of scapolite, 100% clean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Very big.
Does anybody have any questions? I know that our session is going to get cut off in about a minute and a half. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, Percy, for sharing your gemstones with us. You guys can keep shopping the catalog throughout the conference. And if you guys have any questions, I'm sure we'd be glad to answer them for you. Either Susan, Percy, we're going to make sure we get your questions answered because I'd love to see you guys get some of these amazing stones from Malawi. I feel like I got a whole education today. Thank you.
Why not? Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. See you in the car, Troy.
There we go. Bye, guys.